Have you ever wondered about Section 8 housing and its importance in society? Let's dive in to unravel the mystery of this federal program. Officially known as the Housing Choice Voucher Program, Section 8 is a lifeline for many low-income families, the elderly, and people with disabilities. It's all about helping these members of our society afford decent, safe, and sanitary housing in the private market. How does it work, you ask? Well, it's all about the voucher. This voucher is a sort of a golden ticket that pays a part of the rent directly to the landlord on behalf of the eligible household. But don't get it twisted, it's not a free ride. The tenant still has a part to play. They're responsible for the remaining rent and for following the lease agreement. Now you might be thinking, this sounds great. Why aren't more homeless people getting Section 8 housing? Firstly, there's limited availability. The demand for these vouchers is high, but the funding is limited, which means there's often a wait list. Secondly, there are eligibility requirements. Some homeless individuals may have exceeded the income limits due to job loss or other circumstances, which unfortunately excludes them from the program. Lastly, not all landlords are willing to accept Section 8 vouchers. This reduces the number of housing options available to voucher holders. So, Section 8 housing is a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, it provides stable housing for those who qualify, thereby improving their overall well-being and health. On the other hand, the long wait lists, strict income restrictions, and varying landlord participation can leave many in need without assistance. Despite these challenges, Section 8 housing remains a vital resource in our society. It's about more than just a roof over your head. It's about stability, security, and a stepping stone to a better life. That's the foundation of Section 8 housing, but what challenges does it face? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this topic in the next scene. While Section 8 housing seems like an excellent solution, why aren't more homeless people benefiting from it? Well, the answer to that lies in the challenges that come along with the program. Let's delve into some of these limitations. The first and most glaring issue is the limited availability of Section 8 housing. Due to high demand and limited federal funding, the program often has a wait list, and this isn't just a few weeks or months. Sometimes this wait can stretch into years. This means that many in need are left waiting, hoping for a spot to open up. Then we have the eligibility requirements. While designed to support low-income families, the elderly, and the disabled, the income restrictions are stringent. For instance, your income must typically be below half of the area's median income, with even stricter limits for a significant chunk of the vouchers. This can exclude many homeless individuals who may have exceeded the income limits due to job loss or other circumstances, creating a paradox where those in dire need might not qualify. Additionally, while the program is meant to assist with housing in the private market, not all landlords are willing to accept Section 8 vouchers. This significantly reduces the housing options available to voucher holders. Some landlords may have reservations about the program's administrative complexity, while others may harbor misconceptions about Section 8 tenants. And let's not forget the background checks. The program considers criminal background and eviction history, which can pose a significant barrier for some individuals seeking housing assistance. So, while Section 8 housing can undoubtedly be a lifeline for many, it's not without its share of challenges. The limited availability, strict eligibility requirements, and varying landlord participation make it difficult for many in need to benefit from the program. So it's clear that Section 8 housing, while beneficial, comes with its own set of hurdles. Let's dive deeper into the requirements to qualify for Section 8 housing. To qualify for Section 8, there are three main criteria that applicants need to meet. First, and perhaps the most crucial, is income. Your income must fall below a certain threshold, typically around 50% of the median income for your area. However, the program prioritizes those with even lower incomes, with 75% of vouchers going to households with incomes below 30% of the area's median. Second, you must either be a U.S. citizen or have eligible immigration status. This is a federal program, so it's essential that the benefits go to those who are legally residing in the country. Third, expect some background checks. These checks may include criminal background checks and a review of your eviction history. While a past mistake doesn't automatically disqualify you, it can be a factor in the decision-making process. It's also important to remember that just because you meet these requirements, it doesn't mean you'll automatically receive a voucher. The demand for Section 8 vouchers far outstrips the supply, and there's often a wait list that can take years to move through. Additionally, not all landlords accept Section 8 vouchers. This means that even if you qualify for the program and receive a voucher, you might have a tough time finding a place to live. And let's not forget that as a tenant, you also have responsibilities. You'll need to pay the portion of the rent that the voucher doesn't cover, and you'll need to follow the lease agreement. Failure to do so can result in losing your voucher. In essence, while Section 8 can be a lifeline for many, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It requires a certain level of financial stability, legal residency, a clean enough record, and a healthy dose of patience to navigate the system. Eligibility for Section 8 housing is not automatic, and it's certainly not for everyone. Is Section 8 housing a boon or a bane? This question is a hot topic of debate, and to be fair, it's a bit of both. Let's delve into the details. On the one hand, Section 8 is undeniably a lifeline for many. It provides stable housing to eligible low-income families, the elderly, and people with disabilities. This stability can have a profound impact on overall well-being and health. Imagine for a moment the peace of mind that comes with knowing you have a safe and secure place to call home, despite financial constraints. That's the power of Section 8. Moreover, unlike traditional public housing projects, Section 8 offers participants the freedom to choose their housing within the private market. This means you're not confined to a specific neighborhood or building. Instead, you get to select a home that best fits the needs of your family. The ability to choose where you live can be empowering and plays a significant role in shaping a better future. However, every silver lining has a cloud, and Section 8 is no exception. The program is plagued by long wait lists, often leaving those in desperate need without assistance for extended periods. The demand far outweighs the supply, and this imbalance creates a significant obstacle for many. The income restrictions for Section 8 can also be quite strict. While they are designed to ensure that the neediest receive help, they may inadvertently exclude some who could greatly benefit from the program. This is a common critique of the system. Landlord participation is another critical factor. Not all landlords are willing to accept Section 8 vouchers, which can limit the housing options available to voucher holders. This can be particularly challenging in areas with high rental demand and low vacancy rates. In conclusion, like any program, Section 8 housing has its pros and cons. It's a vital resource that offers stability and choice to many, but it also faces significant challenges, including long wait lists, stringent income restrictions, and varying landlord participation. It's a complex issue, one that requires ongoing dialogue, consideration, and most importantly, action. If not Section 8 housing, then what? Well, there are indeed other options to consider when it comes to affordable housing. First, we have public housing. This is the traditional government-owned housing project that offers lower rents. It's a direct method of providing a roof over your head, but the quality and availability of such housing can vary greatly. Next, we have transitional housing. This is a temporary housing arrangement that provides support services to help individuals move towards more permanent housing. It's a stepping stone, but it's not a long-term solution. Finally, there are emergency shelters. These venues provide temporary refuge and basic necessities to those in dire need. They're a critical resource in times of crisis, but they're not designed to be a sustainable living environment. So, there are other options available, but each comes with its unique challenges. Just like Section 8, these alternatives are not one-size-fits-all solutions, and they each have their own pros and cons to consider. Who are the people who typically use Section 8 housing, you might ask? Well, let's dive right in. Section 8 is a lifeline for a diverse group of individuals and families. The majority of the recipients are families with children, who rely on this assistance to provide a stable home environment. But it doesn't stop there. A significant portion of Section 8 users are elderly and disabled individuals. It's a crucial support system that ensures they can afford housing that meets their unique needs. We also see a higher representation of racial and ethnic minorities in Section 8 usage. This is largely due to historical housing discrimination, making affordable housing programs like Section 8 all the more essential. So, while Section 8 serves a wide array of people, it's clear that it is particularly vital for those most vulnerable in our society. Section 8 housing is a vital resource for many, but it's clear that more work needs to be done.